Today I'll be testing out this new vinyl called Chameleon Pink. One of the things I like to do here at Customize Me is test out new vinyl before adding it to our inventory. I do this to make sure that our customer gets the best quality for their buck. And depending on how this video goes today, I may just add it to our inventory. But if you're interested in this vinyl after watching this video, comment below. I would like to know what you think. When I first seen this vinyl, I thought it was pretty cool. It has this unique effect that it reflects sunlight, plus it changes color depending on the angle that you're standing. I really like this a lot and I want to give it a try. To me though, it seems like it would be better used as more of a font effect or some type of special effect on a t-shirt. But today I'll be using this vinyl to press our company logo. I want to test out the quality, how well it weeds, and how good it presses after applying this to a t-shirt. As you can see, I've already ran this through my Cameo 4. I made a few test cuts to make sure I had the blade settings set correctly. It took me a couple of tests, but I was able to get the blade settings right. I had my blade set to a 6, pressure at a 15, and a speed at a 4. If you're new to HTV vinyl, always make sure you're cutting on the dull side of the vinyl and not the shiny side. If you find that you're not able to cut through the vinyl, that's the first thing you need to check. Just make sure you're cutting on the right side. The feel of this vinyl is not as thick, but it is stiff. It's not like your regular vinyl. So it's a little difficult to try to peel it from the corner like usual. One thing that I found out is if you fold the vinyl, that it peels up pretty easily. This is neat. It peels right up. Even though it's weeding pretty easy, I still like to take my time when weeding. It might not look like it on the screen, but these letters are pretty small, about 1/2 inch in height. Even with excellent quality vinyl, you have to be gentle when weeding. One thing that gets people in trouble is when they're weeding their vinyl, they're pulling up their entire design, even the small pieces. I found through experience, if you cut your design into smaller sections, it makes it easier to weed it and reduces the chances of you pulling up some of your vinyl, especially when you have a really detailed design. One of the things I like to do is use a shadow box method by slicing my image in smaller pieces. This makes it easier when weeding. Therefore, I'm not pulling up the entire design when trying to weed my vinyl. I really like the stiffness of this vinyl. One of the things I always say is you shouldn't have to fight with your vinyl. And right here, it was putting up a fight. But it could be due to my blade settings. Since this is my first time using this vinyl, my blade settings could have been off just a little bit. And if your blade settings are off, you will sometimes have to fight your vinyl. Now that took me a minute to weed, but overall, it weeded pretty good. I really have to say, this is pretty good vinyl. Guys, the pieces I were trying to weed were very small. If this was cheaper quality vinyl, I would have had a mess on my hands. So tell me your experience when weeding small letters. I have to say that I'm feeling this vinyl. I went back and cut another image, and after adjusting my blade settings, it was a little easier to weed. With this vinyl right here, I'm still feeling it, especially by this being small letters. Usually small letters are harder to weed. Large shapes and letters are easier to weed. But one of the things I wouldn't do with this vinyl is press 20 to 30 shirts. Sometimes it's not worth weeding all day. Yeah, the results may seem profitable, but you would have to put in some work. Like I mentioned earlier, this vinyl is good for special effects, shapes, or text. Even though I'm moving pretty quickly, it's still taking me a minute to weed this vinyl. Just imagine trying to put out 20 shirts. I'm just doing one shirt and it took me 15 minutes to weed this vinyl out. By now you can tell I was getting the hang of it. That took me a minute to weed. Now it's all weeded. I'll move to the heat press and we'll see how this turns out. To save time on this video, I skipped a few steps. One of the things you're seeing me do here is aligning my design to the t-shirt. I use my alignment tool and heat tape to align the image to the t-shirt. I had my heat press set to 320 and pressed my shirt for 20 seconds. This is a cold peel vinyl, so I let it cool for at least 30 to 40 seconds. As you can see, the carrier sheet peeled up with ease. I will say this vinyl gives off a cool effect. It really bonded to the shirt as well. It almost looked like it's embedded within the fibers. I don't know guys, I may be wrong, but I think this vinyl can be used for just more than special effects. Turned out pretty good on the shirt. It doesn't feel heavy on the shirt either. So should I really add this to my inventory? Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below if you think this will be a good addition. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to follow us on our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified. I left a few links in the description below if you're interested in some of the materials and products used in this video. Thanks again.